You were watching some of the videos I posted from last weekend at Fenway Park, and if you didn't, shame on you. Where were you? You would know that Aaron Boone was among those who getting a little tired of the narrative about Yankees can't hit without Aaron Judge. And, Boone was basically saying look at this lineup card. There's a bunch of guys in this lineup who should be hitting. They're going to hit eventually. Well, once again, or not, and I brought the receipts here. So this is not just about Judge, although, of course, any lineup would be better with him. The rest of the team has just done almost nothing in the month of June. 193 batting average, 254 on-base percentage, and 60 runs scored. Those all rank 30th among 30 major league teams. Dead last in the major leagues. And that continued tonight. 4-2, the Yankees dropped this one in extra innings, 10 innings. And the reason I bring this up is, and you know as well as I do, you're watching the games, but it means there's no margin for error. And when you're not scoring runs the way the Yankees are historically not scoring runs here, and the culprits, let's point to, look, Giancarlo Stanton heard most of it tonight from the crowd only because Josh Donaldson was not in the lineup. Stanton goes 0 for 4. He is in a 5 for 58 since coming off the injured list. So he just completely does not have his timing. Aaron Boone said that, obviously when he gets hot, he can carry a team, but when he's cold, he's really cold. And right now, really, really cold. And in an 0 for 20 slide, Stanton is. So 0 for his last 20 as the Yankees wait and the plan is just sit and wait and hope that he turns it on at some point. Donaldson, as I mentioned, has not hit, a batting average well under 200. They did send him up as a pinch hitter for Billy McKinney, one of the few guys on this team who actually has been producing a bit here, and that was just a left-right thing. And, surprise, surprise, Donaldson struck out there, but Yankees took their shot at Donaldson trying to lift a home run there that could have tied the game. It, of course, did not. But we're talking about the lack of margin for error. And this comes back to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and credit to IKF, who as soon as the clubhouse doors opened, he was the first one to come, meet the media in the center of the room, and he said, "This loss is on me." And he said, "Why?" Because he misplayed that ball in the fourth inning. He was afraid of colliding with Anthony Volpe, and this is a learning experience for IKF, but the plan was never to have him as the everyday center fielder. Obviously, Harrison Bader gets a day off here. As he's coming back from injury, they don't want to play him that many days in a row, although he did come off the bench to pinch hit anyway late in this one. But that's, I think for a neophyte center fielder, that's a tough play. For Harrison Bader, that's an automatic out, basically. And so that's the drop-off you have there by having IKF in the outfield, and he boots the ball around. The fumble to pick up, that allowed Texas to score their first run. And then in the fifth, this ultimately probably didn't matter very much because when you watch the replay, it came on. You watch the replay, Texas is probably going to challenge this play anyway, and so I think it would have been overturned by replay. But IKF steals second base. He's called safe. Somebody, probably Marcus Semien, although we don't know for sure, yelled out, and IKF, he got a bad jump, felt his foot come off the base. He just assumed he was out. And I've never seen this before. I'm sure it probably has happened, but I can't think of any time where it has. He stole second base and then started trotting off the field. And Semien came up, tagged him, and said, "And you're out." And I've never seen that. And like I said, replay probably would overturn that anyway. But the optics are bad, especially when the Yankees are historically struggling to score runs. And so their team batting average right now of 193, as I mentioned, is the second lowest for a Yankee team in history. In a calendar month, you'd have to go all the way back to 1968. There was a month in March, April, where they hit under 190. And so they're threatening that history here. And 1968, of course, was the year of the pitcher. And we talk about Bob Gibson and how they had to lower the mound because there was no offense happening. And so anyway, what else I got to show you here? At least the captain was in the house. Derek Jeter bobblehead night. Derek Jeter Captain America bobblehead night. So show that to you guys as we wrap here. That is the Hokey Pokey. That's what it's all about. Final score from Yankee Stadium. the Texas Rangers, the first place Texas Rangers, 4, and the Yankees 2. So back at it tomorrow. Got a 4:05 game. Got one of those mid-afternoon games. So see if the Yankees can even up this series tomorrow. See you later.